Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll provide a comprehensive review of Simply Wall Street, discuss the features available, how much it costs, and finally present my own opinion of the application. I just want to start by saying that I'm not affiliated with Simply Wall Street and I'm not receiving any kind of monetary incentive for doing this review. I do use the service and I'll just be giving my completely honest evaluation as a paying customer. So what is Simply Wall Street? Simply Wall Street is an online platform for tracking stocks and analysing stock data. It was founded in 2014 and provides extensive stock analysis tools to help investors model their portfolios and assess potential returns. As well as being available through a web browser, there is also a mobile phone application available. They have a team of analysts at their disposal that analyse 75,000 stocks every 6 hours and supply infographic visuals to display important stock metrics. Over 1 million investors use Simply Wall Street, which has grown impressively from 100,000 users in 2017. So what features are available? There are a number of features provided by Simply Wall Street, which I'll go through now. The first one to mention is the Snowflake. The Snowflake is a visual summary of Simply Wall Street's stock analysis based across 5 assessment criteria. The 5 criteria cover valuation, so pricing the stock using a free cash flow to equity method, the future growth, analyst forecasts on the expected future growth for earnings and revenue, past performance, a historical view of the company's earnings and revenue, financial health, a current view of the company's balance sheet and debt to equity ratio, and dividend, the current dividend yield, its reliability and sustainability. The company's score on each of these criteria determines the size, shape and colour of its snowflake. The closer the snowflake is to the edge, the higher the rating of the company. The snowflake is designed to give you a quick snapshot of a particular stock or a portfolio. This helps you to quickly make comparisons across a wide range of securities and markets. You can get more information about a company by going to its report page. The company report breaks down the different components of the snowflake and provides a deeper look into the various categories. It's possible to see whether a company is considered overvalued or undervalued, according to Simply Wall Street, using the 2-stage free cash flow to equity valuation method. I really like this as, from my SEMA studies, performing that calculation is very maths heavy, so it's nice to have someone else do it for me. You can see information about earnings and earnings growth, past performance, and other vital stats that help you to get a feel for the company. You can also see a breakdown of the balance sheet, where the company's assets and liabilities are laid out in a simple, easy-to-read format. Something I really like is the dividend analysis. In this section we can see things like the current dividend yield compared to the market. It also gives the dividend history for the last 10 years and offers an analysis forecast of where the dividend could be in the future. The company report goes on to offer information about the company's insider transactions, showing who is buying or selling shares in the company they work for. It also shows the top 25 shareholders and their relative position in the company, even showing how they have changed their portfolio since the last reporting date. There is a lot of information provided on each stock, but it's presented in a really user-friendly and easily digestible format. The portfolio feature is something I use a lot. It enables me to log all of my stock purchases, then provides a snowflake that represents my entire portfolio. You can see that right now, Simply Wall Street categorizes my portfolio as an established income portfolio with an acceptable track record. This means that the combined stocks in my portfolio still pay a solid dividend, and the companies have an adequate history. This feels about right, as I have a lot of blue chip companies in my portfolio that do pay solid dividends, but as they are mature organizations, they don't offer a great deal of any exceptional growth. One slight criticism of the platform is that I don't think that the return values are accurate. There is a discrepancy between my invested value on the Simply Wall Street and Trading 212 accounts, and I have reconciled my holdings to make sure that all buys and all sells have been recorded correctly. I think this is to do with exchange rate fluctuations, but as it's not way out, I'm quite comfortable with the differences. Scrolling down, you can see it provides a graphical representation of how my portfolio is diversified by company and also by industry. It also shows an aggregated valuation of my entire portfolio, so you can see that according to the free cash flows to equity valuation method, my portfolio is estimated to be 21.3% undervalued. It also shows a combined view of the expected future growth of all of the companies within my portfolio in terms of revenue and earnings. And lastly, you can see the dividend yield for the entire portfolio and the equivalent GBP value for the year. It also ranks the holdings by yield and displays each company's annual dividend contribution for the year. One of the more recent features to be introduced on the home screen is the ability to see live news for the stocks in your portfolio. As you can see here, at the top of the list is some news on AT&T, such as an opinion piece from the Seeking Alpha website and an announcement of a change to the board. We can also see the BNY Mellon news that the stock is at a 90-day high and that the third quarter earnings have been released. I find this very useful as all the information and news surrounding your holdings are centralized in one place. It saves you having to keep track of what is happening yourself. You can also see the upcoming events, such as earnings releases and ex-dividend dates. I'd like to see payment dates added to here in the future, which will hopefully happen one day. If you are looking for investing ideas, Simply Wall Street offers you the chance to quickly and easily see what's available using the Stock Screener search tool. You can use the advanced filtering to further narrow down your criteria. And the Stock Screener can help you find companies based on factors that are most important to you. You can look at free cash flow, different ratios, dividend yields. So, for example, if we wanted to find US stocks with a dividend yield of between 3% and 5%, we'd be able to see that there's 505 companies available, and we can look to narrow this down a little bit further. So let's look for shares under $100. And then the search results show us multiple companies that we can click into and look at the investor reports. So who are the analysts providing this information? All of their data comes from a company called S&P Global Market Intelligence, the world's premier provider of financial data. S&P Global Market Intelligence sources future earnings estimates from more than 2,000 institutions. These are some of the most reputable financial institutions in the world, including JP Morgan, Merrill Lynch, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, and UBS. So how often is the data updated? So share prices and dividends are always updated at the end of the day. Earnings are updated every quarter. And analyst estimates are usually updated every 24 to 48 hours. So now to the nitty-gritty. How much does it cost? There are 3 plans available. There's a learner plan, which is free. There's an investor plan, which costs £85 a year, and a professional plan, which costs £225 a year. When you use the free version, you can only have 6 companies in a portfolio. Also, you can only view 10 company reports. If you're willing to pay more, you receive more perks. Using the investor plan, you can access unlimited company reports, have as many holdings in your portfolio as you like, and also have as many portfolios as you wish. It also gives you access to the stock screener. So I currently use the investor plan, as you can see here. So I've really enjoyed using Simply Wall Street, and I really like the way that the financial information of a company is clearly displayed. I've spent a good number of hours analysing companies to help me make investment decisions, and I find it a very useful tool to quickly analyse stocks, rather than searching multiple sources on the internet. It obviously fulfills a market need for investors where stock data is often boring to review and sometimes difficult to understand and interpret. I think it makes stock data accessible to any level of investor by converting large amounts of data into easily understandable visuals and infographics. The price makes it very attractive too, at around £7 a month. I would highly recommend this platform, and I would suggest that everyone takes a look through the free trial. I hope you've enjoyed this video and taken some value. If you have, then please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know what you think in the comments section below, and if you currently use Simply Wall Street yourself. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.